July 12th is a very special day for me, and a lot of people don't understand what July 12th represents. And it is actually National Simplicity Day. It's a day that advocates a life of simplicity and recognizes a life of Henry David Thoreau. And you're probably wondering, why the fuck am I making a video about simplicity for a video game? Well, I'm gonna get to that in just a second. But right before we get to that, I want to thank all you guys for 3,100 subscribers. We just hit it recently, and it is mind-boggling how much you guys are just loving the content and are just giving such a positive feedback. I really appreciate it. But back into the video, I wanted to talk about simplicity. And more importantly, I wanted to talk about the meaning behind it. The key to improvement in anything, whether it's a sport in real life or a video game, for example, is keeping it simple. And the overall goal of becoming really good at something, no matter what it is to become consistent. And in order to have consistency in whatever it is you're doing, you need simplicity. The reason for this is because you want to be able to constantly repeat something that is simple rather than hard. So if you are, for example, working on your aim in a game, you don't want to be, adding all these extra variables into the matter here. All you need is a controller or a mouse and a keyboard and you're set. It really isn't until you're very good at a game or have a really good skill in the game that you need to upgrade your peripherals. However, you may do that if you have the money, but some of us don't. And personally, I like to keep things simple as well. Let's say your movement isn't the best, for example, and you are having trouble, looking through all these different guides online and you can't figure out what's going on. Instead of looking at guides, watch some higher tier players play the game. Literally go onto Twitch, go onto YouTube, look up some videos of some tournaments and stuff, or some really cool clips, and you could find different ways that pro players move, big streamers move and stuff in the game, and you can use that visual information and try to mirror it, copy it in a way. Now, some of you might not be able to actually perfectly copy it because it isn't the easiest thing to do, and this also applies for everything other than just movement. It also applies to positioning, aim, strafing, any of that stuff. It all falls under that category, even decision making. But when you really want to improve at something, in our instance, it's going to be Apex Legends or any other video game, you need to keep playing, you need to keep trying, you need to keep pushing yourself to these limits. Put yourself in uncomfortable situations, figure out how to get out of them, and then after you do that for a while, you could figure out in your brain the simplest way to get out of those situations. Then that becomes a consistent factor that you can constantly repeat because it is so simple. And that way you can either help others improve, like for example what I do myself or Coach Nahil does for Apex University, or just help out your friends. It doesn't matter. And it makes it really easy to replicate. That's the purpose of my videos altogether. I try to make things as simple as possible so anyone can follow them. That's why, even though there are advanced tactics videos I have, I always start from the ground up, because I want to be able to teach someone that just has a controller in their hand or a mouse and keyboard at their reach and for use at their disposal, just to be able to do it. And of course, if they aren't able to do it, they can always contact me and all these other things. It's just something I wanted to talk about. It's very different from any of my other videos, and it's pretty crucial when it comes to improving at anything. And for this instance, it's going to be video games, but it could also be taught as a life lesson. Hopefully this was a little motivational or helpful to you in any way, shape, or form. And the overall goal from this video that you want to take is to keep things simple. If you see people trying to do these crazy things with their hands or however they're controlling recoil or moving and doing these crazy weird things you've never seen before, you could try it, but it's best to keep things simple and find what works for you. Everyone's different. You're not going to be able to copy someone every single time. You need to find what works for you and replicate that enough times so it's embedded in your brain so you can repeat it whenever you need to. Thank you all so much for watching the video. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to drop a like, a comment down below on ways that you keep things simple in either your life or when you're gaming. And of course, if you are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe for more videos just like this, because I've been Sync Gamer. I'll see you all next time. Peace.